Welcome, everybody. Welcome. My name is Stephen, the Jupiterian here. Welcome to my channel. And we are going to talk about the spring equinox or the astrological new year. Yes. And I'm going to share that chart with you right now. And here we are. It's really interesting. We've never seen this before because with Mercury, with Neptune, the sun and Neptune are in Aries, which is brand new for us. We've never seen, Aries has never seen this before. So, yeah, in a long time. So, um, I'm excited for this. And actually, this is March 20th, Friday, March 20th at 7:46 a.m., where the sun ingresses into Aries. We have equal day, equal night, which is equinox. That's what equinox means, equal day, equal night, or equal night. Uh, so yes, more daylight hours are coming, and spring is here. Things are starting to are blooming, starting to bloom, or will start to bloom. Um, if you're on the West Coast, it's already started. But on the East Coast, well, you're still having some um, interesting weather events with Mars and Pisces. A lot of water and yeah, snow, and possibly an earthquake soon. In California. Uh, Not sure where in California, but just pray for me. I'm in San Francisco. Um, and so yeah, actually Mercury is still retrograde at 8 degrees. And then tomorrow, the 21st, actually, no, I lied. Let's see, an hour or a few hours later, Mercury goes direct. Yes. By 12, maybe. Whoops. Ay. All right. Um, let's go back in minutes now. Mercury goes direct on the 20th after the sun ingresses into Aries at 12:33 12:33 or 12:32. Let's see. 12:32. Yes. 12:32, almost 12:33. Almost 12:33 in the afternoon on the West Coast. So add 3 hours if you're on the East Coast, 2 hours if you're in Midwest. So yeah, 2 hours time in the Midwest, 3 hours. Add another hour from the Midwest, so that's 3 hours from the West Coast. So 3:32, almost 3:33 on the East Coast. 2:32 or almost 2:33 in the Midwest, in the middle of the United States, and Texas is there too. So yeah, the Midwest from Denver, Colorado, and above. I think that's Wyoming. Is that above? I'm really bad at geography. And yeah, I used to be an elementary school teacher. Yes, wasn't my strong suit. English was, and math. English and math were my strongest subjects to teach in elementary when I was an elementary school teacher. And unfortunately, um, I was the only one who knew how to teach math. Sorry, I didn't say that, did I? No, no, I didn't say that. Although the way they taught teach math or started to teach math, not the best. But yeah. So yeah, but actually on the West Coast, when Mercury goes direct, we'll have Cancer rising. Pretty cool. And the moon is in Aries, will be in Aries. It's kind of interesting. Let me go back in a few days. I want to check something because this new moon in Pisces is, whoops, we are having a new moon in Pisces. Yes, tomorrow, the 19th, right? Or is that today? Today's the 18th. Sorry. Yeah, today, the 18th. Sorry. We're having a new moon tonight, as I did the I did a new moon video yesterday, and oh my god, I just like had a brain fart, brain freeze. No idea what I'm doing anymore. So yeah, um, so tonight at yeah around 6 o'clock or so. Yeah, move this ahead a minute. Because we're having this new moon at 28 degrees 27 minutes, right as I showed you yesterday at 6:23 p.m. And then we'll move this into the next day. The moon moves into Aries. The sun is at 29 degrees. The 20th, the sun enters Aries. The moon is still in Aries, but it's not even, well, it's part of this new moon because the moon is still dark, even on the uh, 20th. What is also interesting is that this new moon is also void of course. And a void of course moon means that not much is going to happen during this new moon. Uh, yeah, a void of course moon in Pisces until 9:02 p.m. So that's like uh, 2.5 hours. Yeah, about 2.5 hours of a void of course moon until 9:02 p.m. So let's go ahead to 9:02 p.m. Well, the moon will be in air. Uh, yes, 9:02. Well, the moon will be in Aries by then. Yes. 9:02. Yeah, the moon will be in Aries at 9:02. So we'll have a void of course moon in Aries because yeah, he's not emotional things. What emotions? So a void of course moon is when events seem to be more difficult and arrangements may be subject to unexpected changes. It's a time where people seem to less likely to make a solid decision during a void of course moon. Hmm. Not the best time to do business, make important business plans during this period, or even the day when the moon is void, of course. During part of the day. Well, well, we're doing this video. So. All right. Well, but yeah, this void of course moon is interesting. So March 20th, the first day of spring, March on Friday. And then let's go to the 21st. So yeah, the moon will be, and then the moon will move into Taurus on Saturday. Yes. The moon will be in Taurus on Saturday. And then yeah. And Mars is can be seen. He's out of the beams of the sun. You can see Mars now. Mercury is not retrograde, is moving direct. Every planet is now direct. You can start making plans. It's maybe Saturday, yeah, starting Saturday, and get things done. And we'll have Scorpio on the rise here on Saturday when the moon moves into Taurus. Interesting. Mars in Pisces is Scorpio's ruler, and the moon is gonna eventually make a sextile when the moon, yeah. Let's move the moon a few degrees, or at least 10 degrees. Let's see, the moon in Taurus is making a sextile, yes. See, the moon in Taurus is up here, making a sextile to Mercury and Mars. Not terrible, not bad. Moon is making a sextile to Mars and Mercury and Mars. Yeah. Venus and Jupiter still are making a square to each other, but it's not as intense now. On March 25th, actually, let's move this into days. March 25th The moon will be in Cancer. We'll have our first quarter moon. Yeah. At 12:17 p.m. on the West Coast. If we move this to 12:17, and move it into second. So the moon and the sun. Yeah. 5 degrees. The sun at 5 degrees, 8 minutes of in Aries. The moon at 5 degrees, 8 minutes of Cancer. They're making a square. That's your first quarter square. And then we have a full moon on April 1st. So, yeah. April. So that's all of April. The first we have of April, we have a full moon. And then we have our last quarter moon on April 9th. So let's see. Let's move this at 7:11 p.m. We have a full moon in Libra. The moon will be in Libra. The sun will be in Aries. So yeah, the moon will be down here in the fourth house for Scorpio, Cancer rising. Sorry, this moon in Libra. So whatever house Libra is for you, you're having this full moon happening April 1st. But let's go back. What's happening in the? I wanted to look at 25, the 22nd. Okay. The moon is in Taurus. Okay. In the 11th, your Cancer rising 11th. So whatever house Taurus is for you, this moon in Taurus. So the moon will be in Taurus the 22nd, the 20th, and the 25th, right? Wait a minute. March 22nd, 23rd. Oh, right. The 24th, 5th, the moon will be in Cancer, right? On the 25th. So we move from Taurus to Gemini to Cancer. And let's go ahead to the end of the month of March to March 31st. There are 31 days in March. Mercury is still in Pisces. Mars is still in Pisces at 22. Mercury at 13 degrees, 31 minutes of Pisces. Mars at 22 degrees, 57 minutes of Pisces. And yeah. Oh, actually, what is this? Oh, actually, I wanted to share. Okay. I'm going way ahead. Okay. So, March 21st, Saturday, March 21st, we have a Sun Neptune conjunction. Well, let's move this in hours. Move this ahead in hours because we want the sun at 1 degree 49 minutes. Is it going to be the 21st or the 22nd? The 22nd, Sunday. Okay. It'll be on the 22nd. Here you go. Yeah. The Sun and Neptune, 1 degree, 50 minutes, right here in the fourth house with Virgo rising. So, yeah, we all have Virgo rising. Is if you're Virgo, wherever Aries is, this conjunction with Neptune, the Sun and Neptune, for the first time in forever. For a long time. Actually, this is the first time that this will happen. And next year, um, because Neptune's going to be in Aries for quite some time. Yeah, Neptune is going to be in Aries for some time. Brand new for a lot of us. And Aries, this is new. Could bring up some things that are could put a uh, put you in a fog, could become very spiritual or spiritually oriented. Um, People may even try to say who they think you are. um, and yeah, people will not know who you are. Mm, this is for sure. So we're at the end of March. So yeah, this month has been so interesting. Mercury in Pisces. Mars was in, yeah. We started the year, right, with January 22nd. Well, yeah. Well, we started January with the Sun in Capricorn, Mars in Capricorn, right? Let's go back in weeks. Because here we are, at the beginning of the year, January 1st. We had Mercury in Sagittarius, the last degree of Sagittarius, on January 1st. Venus, the Sun, and Mars all in Cancer. Um, Saturn and Neptune were in Pisces. They moved into Aries. Neptune entered Aries the end of January, and then Saturn followed February, and then now, March 18th. They were almost having this new moon tonight, which is almost getting close, getting there. It's getting there. And then let's move this into days. 20, 22. Oops. And then move this in hours. And let's move this into minutes then. See, so yeah, the sun on the 22nd, yeah, in the morning of the 22nd, the sun at 1 degree 50 minutes, Neptune 1 degree 50 minutes. Well, yeah, about, yeah. about in the early morning hours. That's 1:50:38. 1:50. Okay, that's close enough. Yeah, it'll be 4:50, around 4:15 ish, 4:16, something like that. Let's see. So the sun went over Neptune, as you saw. We move this another minute, back a minute. See, the sun is on the other side of Neptune. And then we move this a minute. It's on the other side of Neptune. So, yes, interesting, huh? Like that a lot. So, I'm Stephen the Jupiterian. Thanks for watching. And yeah, this astrological new year, we're going to start with, and it's going to be interesting. Unless you've been living under a rock and don't know what's going on in the world, well, um, there's wars. There will be wars, other wars going on. Um, yeah, I would say, yeah, China, Taiwan, and yeah, Iran, and yeah, all these other wars will be going starting soon. Yeah. Um, Looking back to the 90s, the 80s, even the 60s, the 40s, the 50s. We had 50s. Yeah, I think that's when 60s we had a lot of civil wars and stuff like that. Women's rights and stuff like that. And yeah, um, civil rights movements. Uh, so yeah, look into their history and yeah, and when they occurred. And I will do. Yeah, I'll share you with you Saturn in Aries in this 90s. Saturn in Aries. Yeah, I'm going to share that with you in another video. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Stephen the Jupiterian. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you're new here. And thanks for watching. Um, Post a comment. I will give a heart to all comments. Post a comment. And I'm also still working on, I'm almost done with my project with the face anyway. Um, She's going to be the high priestess. That's I've decided, yes. And I will show you some uh updates on that. Don't have any uh close up um actual work on that, but I do have pictures. And she's coming out really nice. Yeah. So more to come. Thanks for watching. Happy full moon and happy in astrological new year. Actually, this is the actual new year. Spring is when things start to bloom, things start to grow. It's the best time of the year to start things, start new things, and to make those New Year resolutions. January is not the best time. Everything is dead, everything is stagnant, and but spring is coming. Spring is here, almost here, and we will be moving on, doing springing. Well, spring. We already moved the clocks ahead, so clocks are already have sprung, and it's not even spring yet until the 20th. 20, yeah, till Friday. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.